There's nothing like owning your very first FoxBody, especially if it's your very first car. But what's even better than that? Owning it 26 years and turning it into a 1,000 horsepower beast. We're gonna talk about it right here on the channel today. Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704. I'm Matt, and guys, we're still at Foxtoberfest, checking out the show, having a lot of fun. But today, finally getting to do the FoxBody, I think, of 2023. I've seen it a lot. I was trying to get a review of this car back at Mustang Week. See it all over the social medias. He even has more followers than me. That's not hard, by the way, on Instagram. But anyway, we are talking about MerdhantSVT's 87 GT. So anyway, through the power of YouTube editing, I'm gonna bring him in here right now. Hold on, let's get him here. 1, 2, 3, boom, and just like that. Johnathan, welcome to the channel.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Yeah, we saw each other at Mustang Week, and I was like, dude, this car's something. I need to get a video of it.
That's right.
And then, you know, we had the rain and everything, but he came to Foxtoberfest. And you're a man of your word. You sent another video, which it's been interesting because all these people, they are all trying to see your car. It gets a little attention.
Yeah, it's the color. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, just the color. It has nothing to do with, well, we're gonna give away the secrets later, guys, but I'll tell you what, before we get into it, I've already got a little cinematic ready for you, so I'm gonna show you guys that, and we'll meet you right back here after this. When did you first get this car? Is this your first car or just your first FoxBody?
First car. I bought this car when I was 16 years old. So
16? That was only a couple years ago. No,
That's
it was
right.
a little while.
It was like 5 years ago. No, it sat for a little while. It's gone through so many different versions since I've had it. So past 10 years though is really when we this thing hit high gear.
Okay, and you said, what is it, 87 GT originally?
87 GT, yep.
So it's not the paint back then, right?
No, it was like a maroon color with like the orange stripe that went around the bottom.
Oh yeah, right through that, yep.
Had the turbines on it. I had a big Sherwin Vegas, you know, 12 in the back. You
Yeah.
know, it was a little different version.
What were the first things you did to it back then as a 16-year-old? Like, what was your first mods? I know you had to mod it.
Saline wing.
Yeah, let's come back here and look at this. This is still the first, what, mod you ever did, right?
Yep, and this is the original saline wing that I bought when I was...
Now, how did you buy that? You told me off camera, but it's a great story. How'd you get that one?
Well, I was 16 years old, so I couldn't buy anything off the catalog. I gave my grandma money, cash, and then she used her credit card and bought it off, you know, we called it in, they took the credit card over the phone. Like,
so you saw it in the magazine or whatever, catalog.
Like Mustang Fast Forward.
Ah, yes. I love that, the 5.0 magazine. Yep. That's what's crazy, guys. They don't give 16-year-olds credit cards for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. But now they do.
Yeah, they probably do now. Sorry, we're all... So he's had the car since 97, and this was his first mod. Now, what else did you do by then? Because I forgot to ask, was it originally a 5-speed or auto?
Yeah,
or?
so it was originally a 5-speed, 5-liter car. It was, you know, obviously it was a GT.
Yeah.
I had chrome over R's on it. Had a stalker. I had the stalker front, Storm and Norman hood.
Ah, Storm and Norman.
I did have, this is the Cobra bumper. This is actually an OEM Cobra bumper.
No way.
Yep. I actually bought it from Ford.
That is kind of rare to have an OEM Cobra. Like, when did you get that? Was that early on too, or?
Yeah, probably 2000,
okay.
2001, yeah.
And at that point, did you just do the rear bumper and the front, the Storm and Norman hood? What was the front bumper back then, you said?
So that was the stalker front end.
Okay, and you still had the GT ground effects, I guess, back then?
Yep, GT ground effects,
Yeah.
Storm and Norman hood, that, and then I did the LX taillights back in the day.
Okay. Now, these are actually Cobra taillights. No, they're not. 85, 86?
No, they're actually 83, 84.
Oh, yeah?
83, 84 are black.
Okay.
85, 86 are gray.
Now, I don't know my 4 eyes well, so you're helping me out here.
Ask me how I know, because I bought the wrong one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Gray ones on here.
How long did you go with the paint before we got it to this paint stage?
So I actually wrecked this car in high school.
Oh.
It was snowing, and I hit like a little ditch, and it kind of just ripped the bumper off. So I had the whole car repainted then. And that's when I painted it Acura NSX red. Whatever that
Is
color
that what
was.
this is? No, okay,
this
that's
is a custom
else.
color, but
Okay.
it's very similar to this color.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's how it was in high school for the longest time. High school and college, I drove the thing.
Anything to the drivetrain back then? Because I see a lot of cosmetic
BBK
stuff.
headers,
Yeah.
off-road H-pipe,
Yep.
and that was it.
Flowmasters, no?
And Flowmasters.
Yes, okay, I was gonna say, that's the trifecta. My daughter is actually 17, just got her first 4i 86, and she had to do H-pipe flows on it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the old school mods, right?
It sounded so good.
Right?
And it was making all of, what, 230 horsepower, and it just felt awesome.
And now it makes 10 times that, guys. See? The horsepower number's right here. No. We'll get into that later. And then you had it repainted after your accident.
Yep.
Like, man, you got a lot of memories in this car.
I do. I mean, this car is really cool. Like, since it's my first car, I took my wife out on our first date.
Oh.
Just really good memories. All my buddies, like everyone's been in this car. We have so many stories. I mean, this was my daily driver.
I was saying, yeah, was it your daily driver?
Yep.
Okay. Now it doesn't look so much like a daily driver. It looks more like a show winner.
Yeah,
to me.
I mean, we'll see.
But yeah, I mean, well, you enjoy it anyway.
Yeah.
So, when did the current build, how it is now, when did that transformation start? I think you said about 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago, I wanted to Terminator swap this car. I always wanted to do a Terminator swap. So bought a wrecked 0304 Cobra, swapped that motor in, swapped the transmission, regular T56, and then the Mach 1 rear end. So it was a little bit wider. So
you ran the Termi in it for a while then?
Ran the Termi for 100 miles.
Oh, that's a long while, a whole 100 miles.
Whole
okay.
100 miles.
What happened there?
The whole front end was so Swiss cheesed up, the car was twisting, like it just was not, you know what I mean, it just wasn't set up properly.
Yeah.
So pull the motor, cut from the firewall forward.
Oh wait, did you actually you had to cut the
from the firewall?
Really?
Jigged it
oh
up.
Yeah, because look at this guy. They didn't really highlight this, but this is not a normal cowl setup.
And the reason that, and probably a lot of people can, have been there, this hood flew, it wasn't this hood, it was the Storm and Norman hood, flew up in college.
Oh.
So I had the infamous dent for years, and I just rode around like that.
Did you replace just the top panel or the whole cowl?
The whole cowl.
Okay, well I feel you on that because I have an 88 and I've done it too, and it's brutal.
Yep,
it's brutal.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
So that had to be done, so that's why we cut it at the firewall. Brand new frame rails, jigged it up. I mean, and that's when, we'll get to the front end, but you'll see all the work that's done in the front end.
And how long ago was that?
That's when the snowballs started going.
Yeah.
And then as you know, snowballs get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then that's when you end up with this, because it's like, if you're gonna do all that, I kind of got to the point where it went so many years that I just kept adding and adding and adding, and that's how it got to this.
Awesome. One of the other things we're going to look at, guys, before we really get into it is up underneath here. What are we looking at?
So got an external fuel pump, sump tank, carbon fiber gas tank cover, that gorgeous IRS, polished Bassani exhaust.
Look at that. Oh, it's Bassani. I was going to ask what that was. Okay. We're trying to get under there. You know what we'll do? We're going to do a lot of pictures. So I'm going to be stealing pictures from your Instagram.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it is. Look at that, guys. All right, you know what you got to do next year? You got to have it up with mirrors underneath. You got to do that.
I didn't know if I wanted to be that guy.
Nah, he needs to be that guy. Comment down below if he needs to be that guy. But so what is the paint that we're looking at now then on this?
It's custom color based off performance red with a bunch of pearl in it, some flake in it. So actually, we don't really know the true color of it. So
in the sun, I'm sure it even pops even more. It's a little cloudy today, but
flake and stuff in it. Most people don't even realize it has any kind of flake in it because you don't see it until the sun pops.
When did the Cobra kit get on it? Was that around the same time?
Yep,
or?
switching to an IRS.
It's not a solid axle anymore.
Nope, not a solid. It's fully built IRS from an 03 Cobra. Those sit wider, obviously.
Yeah, usually you have to do shorter axles, right?
Well, for those,
if you wanted to
control
Fox link
arms, axles, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I wanted to run something with a deeper dish, so I figured why not just pull the quarters out 2 inches. So I pulled the quarters out 2 inches. As you can see, it's a lot bigger. And
you did all this metal work yourself, didn't you? Or?
No, I didn't. I paid a shop.
Oh, you did? Okay, okay, all right.
And then that's when we decided to mold in the whole Cobra body kit. And then
because it's not really snapped on, like it's molded in.
Everything, if you look in here, I mean, everything is molded in.
Look at that, huh? Yeah, normally there's a separation there. You have the little tabs.
Yep.
Was it originally black interior?
No, gray interior.
Gray interior, okay.
Yeah, it had the tweed seats.
Would you say this is black or gray, actually? I would say assume black, but it is a little gray.
It's almost like a bluish gray. Yeah, it's different. It kind of, so what it does is it matches like the carbon fiber.
I just noticed the carbon fiber there, and you got that here too on the trans. Got it up on the, actually you don't have a normal instrument cluster either. What are we looking at there?
So if you want, if you look at that.
Oh, Holley FI.
Everything's Holley. And then it's a little different Holley screen than you've probably seen before.
Oh, look, it looks like a FoxBody. There you go, guys. Yeah, it looks like a FoxBody instrument cluster.
Hello.
Corn-fed E85 only. I like that.
Because normally it says, you know, unleaded fuel.
Yeah, look at that. That's a nice little touch.
It's just those little touches that most people don't really realize.
Yeah. In the rear now, you talked about extending it, you know, so it's same width as an 0304 Cobra, right?
Yep, same exact width as 0304, so obviously those are a little wider.
Yep.
But yeah, powder coated built. It's actually hard mounted.
What kind of gears are you running in it?
355.
355, okay. Standard differential, 0304 differential?
So no, it's all Yukon gearing in there.
Okay.
True Track. It's the Yukon True Track.
Okay. To do the 5-lug swap. Are Willwood brakes? I saw Willwood up under the hood
Yep,
earlier.
so Willwood is in the front.
Okay.
Those are the 03 Cobra brakes in the back. Those are the bare rotors. And then that thing's running the G-force axles. Pretty much everything FTBR on the whole rear end. Full tail boogie, man, that's honestly, in my opinion, the best stuff for those.
Really? Okay. That's
no
awesome.
Wheel hop, thing rides so smooth.
Yeah, because you just took it down the track actually, didn't you?
Yeah.
The first time in 16 years, guys, they had a track day here, 1/8 a mile. So it's been 16 years. I'm sure you didn't full send. How'd you do?
I couldn't get out of the hole for nothing.
I bet not.
I was not building any boost, but like once I got to 60 foot, it just all came alive.
Yeah.
And this car pulls so hard. It was brought back some really good memories.
What kind of wheels are we got here?
So we got CCW Twisted Classics, and this is their actually new design, which are the 40 bolts, and which are a little bit bigger centers than the previous gen.
And how wide is this? How these tires are looking at?
So this is a 305.
A 305. Okay. Obviously, we're tucked right here. I saw that already, but it's what? It's on air ride or?
It's on Ride Tech Air Ride, so it's running that, like I said, 03 Cobra. It's just running the pancake bags with strange double adjustables, and then the front end is their shockwave system. The coolest part is you can control it with your phone.
Yep. Oh, there it goes. Oh, nice. That makes it pretty handy for driving, right?
Yep, makes it easy for loading it inside and out the trailer, and
you did all that from your phone.
And yeah, everything from
Man, I need one of those. That's pretty cool, right? What do y'all think? Yeah, I'm digging that. I'm digging that. All right, but now we got to go back to show stance.
Yeah, we got to take it out of 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, 4x4 mode, right? I forgot to ask you about the cowl. How long has that been on? Because I know you had the Storm and Norman.
Yep. So like this car was a Terminator swap, so I had a Kenny Bell on it.
Okay.
It was hitting the top of the Storm and Norman hood, so I had to go with a 4-inch cowl. That prevented it from hitting. Now, when we pop the hood, you'll see why I have to have this hood as well.
Okay.
The thing that a lot of people don't notice when you're looking at the car from this direction.
Yeah.
Tell me if you see anything different about the windshield.
It looks a little more raked than normal.
So it's actually an OEM windshield, but it doesn't have all the plastic molding.
Okay, yeah.
This big plastic piece is missing. You know, since we did that cowl.
Yeah, the cowl stands out to me. I didn't pick that up.
And most FoxBody people don't. The cool thing about this car is we built this so this whole front end with 2 or 3 people can lift off.
No way. Oh, wow.
So
okay.
It's a pain to do.
But it can be done.
We can lift it off and you can see all the piping for the turbos. It looks really, really cool.
Do it right now. No, I'm just kidding. He's in show mode, guys.
Same exact thing.
Okay, yep, I see. It's a much more cleaner look, you know. So I like that. Oh, I didn't even see all this. This is obviously your air
that's
system,
the compressor for
hydraulics
the air,
and all that.
And then it runs all the pressure for the boost as well.
Does this pop up pretty easily? All right, yeah, let's take a look at this little quick. There we go.
Full interior car.
How many different things have you had here? Did you have a big speaker system at one point?
So this used to house a giant Serwin Vega back in the day.
I had a feeling because you're a 90s teenager like me. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
There were amps, you know, this had all these holes. It still has the holes in them from where like, the amps were and stuff. So
yeah, the history on this thing, man. But now you got something a little different.
Yeah, a little different. You got to grow up eventually.
And you probably have just almost as good of a sound system with the smaller setup
so
up there.
You know what I'm actually running? It's a boat stereo. So it's Bluetooth. I'll actually show you where it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. There's a controller that's hidden in here.
Oh, look at that.
So you hit the button for source.
Yeah.
I got 4 speakers in here, and it's actually pretty darn loud.
I bet it is. I bet it's surprisingly comparable to what you used to have without as much boom.
Yeah, there's really no bass, but the newer speakers actually sound pretty good.
But it sounds good. Was it originally a sunroof car? I forgot to ask you that.
Yep, always been a sunroof car.
Okay. Is that factory sunroof or dealer?
Factory sunroof.
Wow. Those are pretty rare nowadays.
I thought about reskinning it or doing T-top, but I don't know. I've always had the sunroof. It was always kind of
I mean, you're used to it at this point.
Yep, exactly.
All right, we're finally getting to the good part. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. We are going to pop this hood and look at this 1,000+ horsepower. I think it's over 1,100, but anyway, Jonathan will tell us here in a minute. I do love the full Cobra setup, though, man. It looks great. I think that's the best looking Cobra kit.
I've always loved it. So a favorite of mine.
That's not a push rod anymore, sir.
Nah, it's a 4-valve. That's that's kind of what I know to work on. It's what I've always built. And,
Yeah, I think we forgot to mention that, but you had a few other 03 Cobras, right?
I have a 03
96.
and a 98, and they
98.
both have 4 valves in them. That's just the motor I've always known.
How long did that push rod make it that you had in here before?
Until about 10 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
when all this started.
Yep,
okay.
exactly.
All right, so what we're looking at, obviously the big thing that jumps out really is the intake at first, and then you said the turbos are under here.
Yeah, so you got Hogan intake. It's built 4-valve. It's actually stroked out to a 5.0. Car made on 26 pounds. It made 1160.
Wow. Is that what you usually drive it around on?
Now I'm driving around on 8 pounds right now.
Okay, okay.
So it's
a little more streetable.
Trying to get used to it, yeah.
Is that what you took it down the track in the other day on 8 pounds?
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why we had so much difficulty, because I couldn't build any boost at the line.
Right, that makes sense. And those 305s, I don't know if they'd take 1,000. I don't know,
It would be
but
a little tough.
so yeah, as far as the engine, the internals and stuff, are they all forged or?
Yep.
What's it like on the 4-valves? You know about the Cobras, but we don't know a lot about it on
Diamond
this channel.
pistons, custom cams, ARP, everything, you name it. I mean, pretty much tried to use the best of the best building this motor. Everything like we saw is Holley EFI. I have manual brakes. I have electric steering. EPOS system. It's all self-contained and it's electric. There's no reservoir. There's no other weird pumps. It's whisper quiet too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool system. Then like we said, air ride. Which I love about the air ride is you don't have the giant caster camber.
Yeah, that really cleans up the engine bay too.
And then like I relocated like where the oil filter is. Lots of custom bracketry in here. Flip the alternator upside down. Everything just custom powder coated. I mean, the whole, honestly, what you can't see, the whole hot and cold side of this car is gorgeous. Like everything was like brushed and powder coated.
Yeah, are these what come out to take it off?
So this is why I can take it off, because because most of the time it screws in here. So I unscrewed it this way, and then you just basically lift it off.
Yeah, okay, on both sides and get like 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah, you gotta get 3 or 4 people.
Now this is also interesting here. Well, obviously the bay, I kind of ignored it, but it's a beautiful engine bay. Does these just reinforce chassis?
Yeah, so this goes through to the entire cage. So
oh, it does. Okay. Oh yeah, I see that's connected up through here.
It's connected.
Okay.
And then through the cowl, there's a bar that runs in that way, and then those actually connect. Everything is interconnected.
This is what really caught my eye here. You don't normally see this.
Yep.
So what are we looking at here?
Just a custom little cover that we built to kind of cover the radiator, the fans, just to really clean everything up. Just a little dimple dye, just you know, something to kind of clean it up.
You don't see that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's gorgeous.
those little details here and there. A panel for here. That's what I really want to clean up. Just, you know, you run out of time sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you made it here. You're driving around.
Yep.
So, hey, do you have any pictures of with this off?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put that. I might put it right over your face, Jonathan, like right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
They want to look at that instead of you? No, probably I do it with my face. I'll do it with my face, guys. That was me. Okay.
I got a picture of it when we actually cut the front end off.
Okay. And is this carbon fiber back here on the firewall?
Yep, so it's carbon fiber cover, basically to kind of cover up, you know, it was all smooth, but we actually drilled a couple holes we shouldn't have. So it was a really nice way just to clean everything up.
It looks good.
Yeah, it actually turned out really well. The fog lights on this car put out no light whatsoever.
Yeah.
They're really noisy, but they put out no light.
Oh, he got me, guys. He got me. Check it out. No, I had no idea. I didn't know until now. This is where the turbos are. Wow, that's crazy.
And that's one of those things I've never seen done on a FoxBody.
I've never seen it either.
So I figured, why not? Now, you can't really drive the car in the rain.
you gotta stay out of the rain a little bit, right?
Yeah, but you know, it's worth it. Most people, they're like, where is it at A? Like, it's... Yeah. I've watched people...
I saw the piping, and I assumed it was inside the fender.
Yep.
And you got me. He's sneaky. All right, guys. Well, I'm tall, so give me a break. No, that's really cool. That's a cool setup. I mean, I imagine that took some work.
Oh yeah. So when you show the picture, I mean, it's the piping.
Okay.
It's a maze, and this car has full exhaust on. Obviously, we're running the full IRS exhaust, and I have cutouts that come out right before the firewall. So I can either run it full exhaust, or I can have the cutouts open, which kind of takes half of it, and so it's like a surround sound of exhaust.
We have to hear it both ways. If we can.
One of the things that's gotten a lot of attention is we replaced the catch cans in the side.
Okay, and I see them kind of tucked over here in the side.
Kind of hidden, and then you see, you know, a lot more of like tubular stuff. And then the hood hidden, the way we did the struts.
Yeah.
So all that.
Normally they're more over here.
They attach to the fender.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a creation I came up with my fab guy.
There's a lot of custom fabrication on this.
I think we might start producing those. So we'll see.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was it time to hear thump a little bit?
Yeah, we'll fire it up.
Okay.
I'll do them closed. I gotta close them.
Okay. just have it remote.
Key fob, and then if we walk over this
Yeah.
way, right here, kind of open it up.
Which way do you normally drive it? Yeah, I figured. Should we try a rev?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do a rev. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it. If you like it, hit the like button. Jonathan, it draws a little crowd. He turned the car on, and look at this, guys. All of a sudden we got surrounded. He even drew in infamous project. Amazing. Hey, he's owned this. Chris, he's owned this since 87 or 97, I mean.
Really?
Yeah, 26 years.
Car.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I thought my daughter's first car was good. You're pretty good. Dude, it's a fantastic build. Like,
Thanks, man.
have you had it at Foxtoberfest before?
No, first time.
First time. So
Yep.
what do you think about the show?
I love it, man. This has
Yeah.
been a great. I love being around all the FoxBodies.
Yeah.
I love all the Mustangs, but man, this is just this hits home for me.
Right? Especially
This
that
is
built in.
special, yeah.
Awesome. No, truly, Jonathan, awesome, amazing build.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we finally got the hook.
I know. I'm glad we worked on this really hard.
We didn't know if it was gonna happen, you know.
No, I know. Actually, I'm just about to leave because, as they know, my wife's hurt and I got to take her to the doctor. But thank you for making it happen.
All right, man.
The car is beautiful and I love it. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed
I
it.
had a great time.
Yeah, and I hope they enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe for more car reviews. We'll see you here next time on Gearhead 704. I know this guy. What's up?
I know this guy.
You weren't supposed to get footage.
Well, I was walking around real quick.
Are you Mr. Infamous?
Well, I want to know where Mr. Kazel Costume is.
Me too. He's not here.
Yeah.
Look at this thing, man.
Yeah, keep doing your thing.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll cut you out.
Yeah.
All right. That's what my buddy. Sorry.
You're good, man.